Stampers, Deb Valder here, your Fun Stampers Journey Coach, and today I am so excited to bring you another simple card made with one of our collections in the new 2018-2019 Idea Book and Catalog that is just gorgeous. It's from our new collection, and that is the Good Life collection, and in it has some amazing things. Let me just show you a couple of them. The stamp set that I'm going to be using is called Life is Beautiful, and it is just very adorable. Lots and lots of pieces to it. I'm also going to be using the Garden Fence die set, which is adorable. And we have, of course, our Journey circles. But to complement them, we're going to use the Journey Around die set. Now, these two complement each other, and I will show you what I mean by that before we get started. Let me put these out of the way. This right here is our original set, our Journey circles, are these right here. They're just circles that have little perforations in them. I love them. But what we were missing is that little die in between there. So we had a 1/2 inch gap instead of the normal crafter gap of about 1/4 inch. So what they did, what Fun Stampers Journey did, was they made a complementary set so that you can take and you can have either that 1/2 inch gap or the 1/4 inch gap. But because they didn't want to just go by the wayside and say, you know, here's your extra circles, you can use them, they added the little stitching to go along with it. So in some of my pieces, I use these together to make the dimension even more. It's just adorable. So here are all the different sizes. I just dropped them everywhere, but these are all the different sizes that we have now, and they complement each other, which is so awesome. All right, so here's this one. Whoops. Here's the one that fell on my lap. And then here's this one. Look at how many circles we have, and every other one. Now, if you don't want to put the little design in it, you still have the gradation here, so you can either use those or you don't have to. Ours are not attached, so you have even more options, more variations on these dies, which makes it even more versatile. All right, so I'm just going to take and put these all back together again, and let's get on with our card. All right, so my card base is a whipped cream card base, and I have it folded at 5 1/2. It's an 11 by 4 1/4 inch cardstock, scored at 5 1/2. All right, that's my card base. The next layer is from our Good Life prints, and that would be this one right here. All right. Okay, so that's our cardstock, and then, so here we are, and you can see that I always like to save paper, so I cut out this circle from this piece right here. You're never going to see it. All right. It's kind of like one of those famous paintings that people paint over, you know, to hide things, but you never know what's going to be underneath it. Well, that's the same way with my cards. All right, here's this layer right here. And then I went with a couple of layers right here. Now remember, we have 6 brand new colors in our catalog, and one of them is the Rustic Rose, one of my favorites. Now I'm just going to take, and this is more of the prints right here that I'm using. Both sides of it are absolutely gorgeous. I'm layering that onto whipped cream. So I've got our designer paper here. I'm going to layer that onto our whipped cream. Okay. And then I'm going to take that and layer it onto this little guy right here. Don't worry, we're not gonna worry about the little hole on the side over here. Don't worry about that because that's going to be covered up. The next thing I'm going to do is to add my fence. Isn't this the most adorable little thing you've ever seen? Look at how cute that is. All right, I don't need the whole thing, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to cut this off. And I'm going to save it because I don't ever throw anything away. And this little fence right here can be a partial fence for something. So I just take and add it to my Journey storage unit right here, so that if I need one, I go and look and see if I have one that is the size that I need, and I'm good to go. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of my Journey craft glue and add that to there we go. And that's going to go side to side right here. almost to the bottom, but not quite. All right, and I'm lining it up with that beautiful gingham. Isn't that adorable? Okay, now I'm going to take and layer my home. All right, so here I'm going to take and put this onto here. Before I do that, I want to take my dies, and you'll see that I have to perforate that right there. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I have this little piece right here, so I'm going to take and I am going to put adhesive on one side, and because there is a little bit of a dimension right there, I'm going to take one of our foam squares and put it on the opposite side, and that's the one that's going to go where there is a layer. All right, so I'm going to cover up that little hole. Remember, I told you not to worry about that hole. We just saved ourselves a boatload of paper. Okay, and there's that. Let's add our decorative paper to the middle of that. And now we have to emboss. So we have a brand new embossing powder. It's called Rose Gold, and it is gorgeous. I'm going to take my clear pigment ink and my saying from that stamp set. Ink it up. And add my rose gold to it. I'm going to heat that and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back with the embossed piece right here. And let's get these things out of the way, finish up our card, and we are good to go. I know exactly who this is going to. I'm so excited. Alrighty. There's that. Now, we do have pearls that match this collection, but I just don't have them yet, and it's killing me. So I'm just going to add some regular pearls, and stay tuned for those other ones because they are gorgeous. I'm going to just take my medium-sized pearl, put it right here in the middle, and then I'm going to take two smaller ones and put them on either side because it just makes it look like that June Cleaver from Leave It to Beaver look. And there we go. The bloom tool is great for this. So now I have my card, I have my matching envelope, and when I made this envelope with my scoring board, I didn't do it the normal way. See, the normal way is right there. What I did was I did it this way because when you open up the card, let me just show you, the card comes out the exact same way that the actual card looks. So when you pull it out, you're pulling it out this way instead of pulling it out this way. Isn't that clever? That is my post for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It's super simple, but what a great collection. Hop on over. If you need a catalog, let me know. You know how to get a hold of me. And thank you so much for stopping by. You have a good day.